Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 48 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front. They'll try and throw for it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. In motion right is Evans. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. This is caught by Evans. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now Cook running right. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not a whole lot there, the defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They run it again with Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. William Golston in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. The kick by Bass is good, and that one ups the lead to a touchdown at 15-8. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll give Fournette another crack, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Buying time to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady forced out to his left. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Brady's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 79 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Rudolph. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Brady now on first down. In trouble, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. Throwing on second and long. Brady airing this one out for Evans. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fournette running out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. On 2nd and inches, Brady being chased out left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McKenzie now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. Allen now looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Isaiah McKenzie, 46 yards. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Brady to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The big fella. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On play action, Allen, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Brady to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to...